This is when Piccolo became allies with Goku. He died protecting my son and narrowly escaped his home planet being destroyed. That's rough.
That was a crazy adventure we had on planet Namek. I'm just glad we got home in one piece.
That sounds crazy. What happened to planet Namek anyway?
The whole planet was destroyed. So the Namekians had to move all their people to a new one.
Good thing we have the Dragon Balls to fix problems as big as that.
Well, Gohan definitely looks stronger and not like a delinquent for once. Otherwise, I don't get this form.
From what he told me, the Elder Supreme Kai performed a ceremony to unlock his latent inner power.
Saiyans do the strangest things.
Our hero, Great Saiyaman, the righteous warrior who protects our fair city's peace.
I invented the device that allowed him to instantly change into his outfit wherever he wanted.
No matter what weird phases he goes through, my son is a true hero at heart. A superhero. It's been a while, but I think the first time that Gohan became this form was when he faced that Kibito guy in the arena.
Oh, that was when he got stabbed by those two freaks with a magic lamp-looking thing.
I remember that, and then Majin Buu came along right after. That was probably the craziest time of my whole life. They called this form the Gold Fighter. He'd stop bank robbers on the way to school like a part-time vigilante.
No matter what he looks like, on the inside, I know he's my kind, wonderful little boy.
That sounds about right for Gohan. Peace only lasts so long, and a Saiyan can't just sit still with all that power. Glad he used it for good.
This was Gohan when we were attending Orange Star High School. I had my suspicions about him, but I never could have guessed he was part alien.
Right, this was when the World Tournament was being held. Can't remember who took home the prize money.
The gang flew off, leaving Mr. Satan to fight 18 in a battle royale. Technically, he won, but he didn't exactly beat her.
Did Dad take credit for something he didn't actually do again? Ugh, and he hasn't even been training lately.
Gohan fought so hard to save the whole planet. I shouldn't be so hard on him.
Ugh, the Cell games. That was a rough time for everybody.
Cell was going to self-destruct, taking the Earth with him, until Goku teleported him away at the last second.
Not only was Gohan in danger, but then Goku's sacrifice. Oh, Chi-Chi, you've seriously had it rough.
I'll never let my boys die again. This was Gohan at the start of his delinquent phase. He's already so handsome, he doesn't need to be blonde.
Gotta admit, though, he wears the golden spikes really well.
But ever since this happened, he let his martial arts training get too much in the way of his studies.
I don't think being behind on his studies has anything to do with being blonde.
I think he was around 10 years old by then. Becoming a Super Saiyan at that age takes real innate talent.
With guys like Goku and Vegeta, I'd say he had some pretty great role models to be inspired by.
This is Gohan when he was fighting Cell and the androids. I know he was defending the Earth, but he had me worried sick!
Honestly, leaving the fate of the world in the hands of a single kid? That was a huge gamble Goku took.
Gohan really got put through the ringer as a kid.
Oh, look at my sweet little angel. Ever since he was born, I just knew he would study hard and be an academic genius.
Gohan's been a hard worker ever since he was little, and so dedicated to his studies. He's the best.
He's never seemed like he enjoys fighting. Funny how he's the complete opposite of Goku. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan? I don't really get it, but I've heard it's super strong.
A blue-haired punk. He and Goku both discovered this look around the same time.
I've heard this transformation uses up less energy and allows you to better control the power you exert with a calm mind.
With how short-tempered and cranky he tends to be, it'd be nice if he had a calm mind like this all the time. Look at how nice this color is! Even the red suits him. Oh, how does my hubby do it?
To become a Super Saiyan God, you need to gather 6 different Saiyans.
Considering how few living Saiyans there are, thank goodness for our little Pan.
Vegeta still has some serious anger problems. He needs to chill out and think about how he's influencing our kids.
Just when I was giving him credit for being a good father and a dedicated husband, he goes and becomes a delinquent too.
He is a good parent, though. I'm the breadwinner of our household, but we're safe and sound because of him.
So that's how it works with you guys.
I remember that time Vegeta stood up to Beerus at your birthday party. What a man! Good on him!
Stop, I'm blushing. I guess everyone's opinion has kind of changed of Vegeta, even mine.
He's a lovely husband. I admit, though, I never expected him to be so good at cooking.
Vegeta as a Super Saiyan 2. He hated losing so much, he dedicated himself fully to getting on Goku's level.
Didn't he use some kind of special room with a gravity-changing machine? He'd have to be nuts to work out in a place like that.
Oh, wow! A whole room just for training! Rich people's houses, am I right?
By this time, Vegeta had become very used to being in his Super Saiyan form on a regular basis.
Man, Vegeta's a hard worker.
I think he was always frustrated that Goku became a Super Saiyan first.
I remember this time. You should have seen how elated Vegeta was when he heard Goku was allowed to come back to life for one day for the tournament.
Right. Vegeta and Trunks got to participate in the World Tournament as father and son.
Gotta give credit to Vegeta for being a supportive father. Our husbands both got to see their boys compete in the arena.
Okay, real talk? I don't see much of a difference here.
Yeah, I don't really get it either.
Ever talked with him about what the deal with this form was?
Haven't asked. Even if I did, I doubt he'd say a word about it.
And Vegeta follows the trend. Saiyans, they're all alike.
Ooh, blonde works for me too. If anything, I'm kinda envious how easily he can change his hairstyle.
You're a lot more tolerant of that kind of stuff, aren't you?
Bulma, remind me, was this around the time he started living with you?
That's right. He just seemed so lonely. I couldn't help but want to take care of him. Next thing I knew, well, you know.
I'm so glad Vegeta met you, Bulma.
I'm so glad Trunks doesn't have a tail. If they both turned into this thing, my house would be in shambles.
Now that you mention it, Vegeta doesn't have a tail. I heard that he used to, though.
That's because Yajirobe sliced it off back when Vegeta was fighting with Gohan.
When Vegeta first came to Earth, he kept going on and on about being a prince or an elite or whatever. I just remember how nasty his attitude was.
Now he's a father of 2 and fights alongside Goku. Wow!
You and Goku were really positive influences on him.
Great, now he's got blue hair for some reason. I hope Gohan and Goten don't try to copy this nonsense.
Well, I know I'm very biased, but I happen to like how flashy it is.
If he keeps finding new transformations, maybe we'll see Super Saiyan Green someday. Or maybe purple. Maybe not.
Yeah, let's not go there. Now his hair is red. This one I just don't get. The blonde hair made him look like a delinquent enough already.
Well, other than the hair color being different, he looks like he's become a lot stronger, too.
Don't bother, that has nothing to do with it. It's all the same to Chi-Chi.
Even in his 40s, Goku's attitude hasn't changed much. I just want him to act his age.
I get you. I mean, he's got grandchildren now.
He also looks the same as he did, like, 20 years ago. Ugh, those Saiyans and their graceful aging.
Lately, Goku's been actually going to work and acting like a responsible father.
Yeah, I was shocked to find out that he got his driver's license.
Hard to picture him in a classroom.
Look how scary he is! I hope Gohan doesn't try to copy this look.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
With how smiley Goku tends to be, seeing him like this is almost uncanny.
This is even worse than his base form of delinquency. I don't know what goes on in that man's head sometimes.
At my age, I don't think I can pull off a hairstyle like that.
I mean, it does make him look pretty intimidating, though.
There it is again. I really wish Goku would set a better example for our kids.
I'm just impressed about how many times Goku has saved the planet by now.
For real! And he's a first-rate martial artist to boot.
Goku was jumping between the living world and the other world so much. Gohan and Goten didn't get to spend a lot of time with him.
Between Cell, the Supreme Kai, and all the Majin stuff, that was a real tough time to be raising kids.
Being a good mom is a crazy job, huh?
Ugh. Super Saiyans drive me nuts! My whole family looks like a bunch of delinquents after they transform, and they never listen to me.
Oh, give it a rest.
It just makes them tougher, that's all.
This was around the time when Goku was all about fighting and never about working.
Isn't he pretty much always like that, though?
Yeah, that's kind of true, I guess.
This is Goku when he was young, right around the time I became a blushing bride.
He proposed to you at the World Martial Arts Tournament, didn't he?
Yep, we made a promise to wed when we were just little kids.
Aw, that's so romantic. Oh!
Okay, let's do this thing!
You should join us, Kakarot. Think of the battles you'll have. Isn't your Saiyan blood boiling with excitement from the thought?
Shut up! If you think I'd ever join you, then you're dumber than you look!
I can't help but wonder. That child behind you, is that your son?
He's not!
Yes, that boy indeed has Saiyan blood. It's no use trying to hide it from me. I can see his tail from here.
So what if he does?
You know, perhaps you need a little time to decide. I'll just borrow your son for a while so you can think over my offer.
Take one step closer to Gohan and I'll knock you out! Back off! We're settling this right here and now!
Tremble in fear.
You want to die? Kamehameha!
If you want your little brat returned safely, Kakarot, prove your Saiyan spirit. Eliminate 100 Earthlings and pile them here before I return in one day. And let me be very clear about this. If I come back and I don't see 100 corpses, I killed the kid. Gohan!
Piccolo? What are you doing here?
I was pursuing him. And as much as I'd like to kill the wretch myself, the sad truth is I have a better shot at that if you were along for the ride.
Hold on, you mean team up with me? Why in the world would you ever do that?
Don't get the wrong idea. This would just be a temporary alliance, only for the sake of eradicating that alien off my planet. Once that purpose has been served, I'll keep my promise to crush you. Then I can get back to my plans of world domination.
Bulma, I need to borrow the Dragon Radar for a bit.
Oh, of course.
Let's go. Think you can keep up with my flying Nimbus?
You gotta be kidding. I'm a cut above the rest of you puny humans when it comes to flying.
Oh, Kakarot. I thought you'd at least be smarter than this. But you have no idea how out of your league you are.
Let's skip the pleasantries. We're here to take you down. Simple as that.
I'm sorry, brother. I was thinking about my offer and I've changed my mind. You'd probably just slow the rest of us down. And for betraying the Saiyan race, you will die! Since you're going to be eradicated anyway, let me share a little something with you. The two Saiyans I mentioned earlier, they're even more powerful than me. You could train yourself for a lifetime and never even come close to their level. But since you were too stupid to heed my warning, you're not going to survive another day anyhow! show you my full strength!
If you've got a new special attack hidden up your sleeve, now's the time to use it, Goku.
Sorry, nope.
Lazy fool. Meanwhile, I've been training non-stop to develop a sure kill technique.
For real?
Yeah. Only problem is it takes some time to charge up before I can use it. So I'm gonna need you to fight him alone until then, if you can handle it.
Gotcha. I'll take care of him. I'm not done yet.
How about this?
Kamehameha!
How about that?
Got you! Kamehameha!
Say goodbye, Kakarot! What the? Power level 1,307?
Don't hurt my dad! Leave him alone!
Ah!
No, stop! Don't do it! Please, he's just a...
Just a child? Is that what you were going to say, Kakarot? Don't worry, brother. You'll see your son again. In the next world! What? You little...
Piccolo! Your attack! Do it now!
Are you insane?
Maybe, but it's the only way to beat you!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you ready?
Do it!
No! Stop!
Special Beam Cannon! On this planet, we have these things called the Dragon Balls. Gather all 7, and together they have the power to grant any wish, even if it's bringing someone dead back to life.
You can all go to hell. Still, I thank you for the information. Everything that has happened here today has been transmitted to my 2 Saiyan comrades deep in outer space. When they've learned that I've been killed, they'll come to avenge me.
The other 2 Saiyans! When will they arrive here? How long?
1 year. Just 1 short year.
Damn. 2 of them? Even stronger than him?
How sweet does that victory taste now? They're going to wipe you all out. They'll soon have you writhing in agony like the worms you are.
What do I want?
Do you have a wish you'd like to make?